Alright, so when I drove it yesterday, the transmission was working, but tonight before I came home, I bought a can of sea foam transmission cleaner because I wanted to try that to see if it helped anything. So I've got it running. It's about 40 degrees out here, so we're steaming pretty good. But I'm just going to let it cycle the fluid a little bit, and then let it set. And I figured that it might get a little better. I'm just letting it flow some fluid through the valve body and stuff. All right. Yeah, I drove it like this, by the way. All right, so it's back in park. I'll show you something else in a second. But I'll try to get out of here first. All right. So that was hard enough. I don't have a very good bungee cord for this side, so what I did is I put a bottle of this in it, Seafoam Trans Tune. I was hoping that would maybe help a little. Should be about full of fluid now. That sits 10 ounces and I put a half a quart in it. It was a little low, but it leaks around the shifter, the fill tube. Alright, so I wanted to talk about this. The reason I didn't show very much, and I know that at least a few of you would have probably enjoyed seeing that first drive a little bit more than just me driving it. I didn't have any way to show it any better. I tried holding the phone, and I'd done that 1 minute segment of trying to hold the phone and dropped my phone 2-3 times before that and after it, because I had one foot on the brake pedal, one hand on the wire hooked up to the carburetor, the other hand on the steering wheel, and another, the same hand that was on the steering wheel holding the phone. I didn't have any way to show you inside the car, and I was afraid that if I zip tied the phone to the dash or something, put it on a hanger and zip tied it to something so you can see more, I was afraid that the phone would fly out the back of the car. I dropped a few things out the floor. There's, the drain holes were open and everything. So I did the best I could do to show you what I showed you. But I have a battery tray that I ordered off eBay on the way here. I have a hold down on the way here. And I have a dipstick for engine because I don't have a dipstick. So after all that stuff comes in, hopefully I'll have the gas pedal put in it. I have to put the gas pedal in it. I have to put brake lights on it. And I am planning on trying to make a driving video somehow a little bit better. But really, yesterday's video disappointed myself. I wasn't able to show the stuff I wanted to show because I didn't have any way to do it. And that really deserved more of a first drive video than just a minute. But we'll do a first trip video or something. But the transmission, because I didn't get to show you what it was doing, which this, I guess, is a governor problem, I guess. Which, on these transmissions you can take out without taking the transmission down. It shifts too soon. And the modulator valve could be tightened a little bit because it seems to shift a little bit light, but really that's fairly close. It needs to shift maybe 500 RPM higher, which has probably got something to do with like that 278 rear gear or whatever that rear end's got in it, because I'm 50 mile an hour in third gear was nothing. I mean, it wasn't turning 2,000 RPM, and I was going 50 mile an hour, so it's got some legs under it, but it does work, but it's a little bit erratic. I'm hoping that running that cleaner through it will help. I say it's just valve body issues or something, it's full of tranny boogers, so that it works at all is pretty good. I say that it'll get better. Reverse and drive and everything's good. It doesn't have any issues really pulling or nothing. It seems to work fine. It's just it's a little bit different, a little bit off, but it does pretty good. So I hope maybe talking here some and explaining some things, and maybe help somebody, couple people understand why I couldn't do it any better than I did in that video. But I do plan on driving it at least one more time on video before I take the tags, the insurance back off of it. But over winter, I'm going to try to fix a lot more of this. So there's still going to be a lot more videos to come on this car, and I hope that you guys like the videos. And I appreciate all the comments on that video, on all my videos for this car, and I'll see you next time, I guess.